So, students, this is the second part of the chapter subtraction, where you will learn about subtraction of 4-digit numbers and properties of subtraction. So, let us begin your class. So, when you are doing subtraction of 4-digit numbers, there is two parts. One is without grouping and the other is with grouping, like with regrouping. So, in the without regrouping, you only subtract normally without taking any carrying numbers. As you can see here, you have to subtract 1252 from 5374. So as you can see, it is a 4-digit number, 1252. You have to subtract 1252 from 5374. So what we do? When we subtract, we first write the place value 1000, 100, tens, ones, because it is a 4-digit, so ones, tens, 1000, 100 and 1000 we write, and then we write the numbers. So when we subtract, we always write the number in the back first. So because we have to subtract from 5374, so we will write 5374 in the above. So we have written 5374 here, and we will subtract 1252 from that. So first I have written 5374. This is very important because 5374 should be in the above, because you have to subtract from this number. Now simple subtraction we will do. Simply we will subtract 2 from 4, so we get 2. We will subtract 5 from 7. 7 minus 5 becomes 2. We will subtract 2 from 3, becomes 1. And then 5 minus 4 is 4. So always remember, we will go in this direction. First we will subtract ones, then we move to the tens place, then 100, then 1000. We will not subtract from here. We will always subtract from this part, ones part. And then like this, then we move simultaneously to the left. This is without regrouping. So and the second part is with regrouping. As you can see here, you have a question over here. So the question says subtract 2478 from 6145. You can clearly see you have to subtract from 6145. So 6145 will be in the above and 2478 will be below. So as you do subtraction of 4-digit, we write ones, tens, 100, 1000, and we write both the numbers like 6145 in the above and then 2478 in the below. Now what we do, first we subtract ones. This, as we can see, 5 is less than 8. 5 is less than 8. We cannot subtract 8 from 5 because 8 is bigger than 5. So we borrow 1 tens. 1 tens is borrowed from the tens column. So when 1 tens come here, 1 tens means 10. So 1 tens come, that is 10 comes here. So 10 plus 5 becomes 15. Now we can easily subtract 15 minus 8. 1 tens is 10. So 10 plus 5 becomes 15. Now 15 minus 8 we can do because 15 is greater than 8. So 15 minus 8 becomes 7. Now we will do subtraction for tens, subtracting tens. As we can see here, becomes 4 becomes 3. Why 4 becomes 3? Because 1 tens is borrowed. Tens have given 1 tens to the ones place. So 4 becomes 3. Can we subtract 3 minus 7? No, because 7 is greater than 3. So we need 100 from the 100 columns. So when 100, we will borrow from the 100 column. 100 is borrowed. So here becomes 10 plus 3, that becomes 13. So 3 becomes 13. You are understanding? 3 when borrowed 100 becomes 10 plus 3, that is 13. Now we can easily subtract 7 from 13. 13 minus 7 becomes 6. So as we have borrowed 100 from the 100 column, so 1 becomes 0. Okay, so now we will subtract 100. Now when we subtract 100, we see 1 has already become 0. So 0 is less than 4. We cannot subtract 4 from 0. So we borrow 1000. 1000 is borrowed from the 1000 column to the 100 column. So now 1000 is borrowed. That becomes 1000. 1000 and 1000 is equal. So 1000 when borrowed becomes 1000. Now 10 minus 4 is 6. Clear? Always we will borrow from the left side. 100 we will borrow or 1000 we will borrow. Like for the ones place, when we were borrowing, we took 1/10 from the tens column. When we borrowed 100 from the tens column, then we borrowed 1000 from the 100 column. Like this we borrow. Now 10 minus 4 becomes 6. Now when we have borrowed 1000 from the 1000 columns, 6 becomes 5. And you know, we can subtract 5 minus 2. That becomes 3. Okay, so 5 minus 2 becomes 3. So this is the subtraction of 4-digit numbers with regrouping. So you borrow everything from the left if the number in the above is smaller. As we saw, 5 was smaller than 8, so we borrowed from the tens column, it became 15. 1/10 is borrowed, so 1/10 plus 5 ones becomes 15. Now, as we have borrowed 4, it becomes 3 because 1/10 is taken away. 4 minus 1 becomes 3, so it becomes 3. Now 3 we cannot 7 we cannot subtract from 3, so we borrowed 100. So 100 when borrowed, 100 means 10 tens. So 10 plus 3 becomes 13. Now 13 minus 7 we can do. So this is the subtraction with regrouping. Like we borrow, we carry. We borrow the digits. So you understood regrouping a 4-digit number as well as without regrouping 4-digit number subtraction. Now there are some properties of subtraction, as it was some properties in addition also. So here are few properties of subtraction also. So what does it say? When we subtract 0 from a number, the result is that number itself. When we subtract 0 from a number, like if we subtract 0 from 5, the result will be 5. If we subtract 0 from 625, result will be 625. If we subtract 0 from 57, result will be 57. If we subtract 0 from 2, result will be 2. If we subtract 10, if we subtract 0 from 10, result will be 10. This is the property of subtraction. Second property says when we subtract a number from that number itself, the result is 0. When we subtract like we put a subtraction sign, a number from that number. Like we subtract 98 from 98, we get 0. We subtract 346 from 346, we get 0. We subtract 5 from 5, we get 0. We subtract 100 from 100, we get 0. We get when we subtract 225 from 225, we get 0. This is the second property of addition. Now the third property says adding the subtrahend to the difference will always be equal to the minuend. So I have already told you what is subtrahend and what is minuend. Okay, so as you can see, this is a question. 245 minus 42 is 203. So you know the number from which you are subtracting, that is minuend. The number which you are subtracting is subtrahend, and the number that you get is known as the difference. The number you get as the result is the difference. The number that you are subtracting is subtrahend, the number from which you are subtracting is minuend. So when you add this subtrahend to the difference, you add subtrahend to the difference, it will be always equal to the minuend. So in this question, 245 minus 42 is 203. This is minuend, this is subtrahend, and this is the difference. So when you add subtrahend, this one and this one, when you add subtrahend and difference, you get minuend as the answer. So that when you add these two, that is equal to minuend. And one more thing is there, to cross check whether your subtraction is correct or not, we always use the third property to check whether your subtraction is correct or not. So whenever you are given a question like this, what you do, you add subtrahend and difference, and if you get minuend as the result, your subtraction is correct. Clear? The next topic is subtraction across zeros. So whenever you are given a question like subtract 139 from 400, this is a 3-digit number. So you write 100 tens once. You write 400 in the above because you have to subtract from this number. So you write 400 in the above, and then you write 139 below. Whenever you are given like this, 400 minus 139, you have zero. You have zeros in the subtraction. So how do you subtract? So when you will subtract the ones, as you can see, since 0 is less than 9, you can see 0 is less than 9. You cannot subtract. You cannot subtract 0 minus 9. So what we do, we borrow from the tens. But there is a 0 in both the ones and the tens place. As you can see, both in tens and ones there is 0. So what we do, we borrow from the 100 place. You can only borrow when there is a number greater than 0. If it is already 0, how will you borrow? If you have nothing, how can you give something? So if you have 0, you cannot borrow. So you need to borrow from the 100 column, because 100 has the number greater than 0. You cannot borrow from the tens column. Once always borrow from the tens column. One's friend is tens, he will borrow from the tens column, but tens is also 0. How will he give 1 tens? So tens will go to 100 place. He will say, give me 100. I want to give to ones. So he will borrow from 100 and then he will give to ones. Now what happens when 100 gives 100? So that becomes 10 tens. When 100 will give 100, it will become 10 tens. Now the tens has 10 tens. Now he can give 1 tens. If you have 10 tens, you can easily give 1 tens. Now 10 tens gives 1 tens to 1 ones. So here becomes 10 because it has 0 and tens gave 10 tens. So that becomes 1 tens. 10 tens gave 1 tens to ones. So that becomes 0 plus 10 becomes 10. Now you can subtract 10 minus 1, that is 10 minus 9 becomes 1. Ones is over. Now we subtract the tens place. Now what we see, you had 10, you gave 1 tens to ones. Now you have 9. Now you can subtract 9 minus 3. That becomes 6. You can subtract 9 minus 3. That becomes 6. And as you have taken 100 from the 100 column, so 4 had already become 3. So 3 minus 1 becomes 2. So what we do in subtraction, first we subtract ones, then we subtract tens, then we subtract 100. So already you have 0. So you will take from tens. Tens also have 0. So tens will take from 100. So he will give 100. So 4 becomes 3. So as he has given, so 0 plus 10 becomes 10. Now he can give 1 tens. So as he has already given, So 10 becomes 9. And 0 plus 10 becomes 10. Now you can subtract 10. 10 minus 9 becomes 1. Now we move to the tens part. So 10 has given 1 tens. So 10 becomes 9. So 9 minus 3 we can subtract 6. And 100 is given to tens. So 3 minus 1 becomes 2. This is subtraction across zeros. For that was for the 3-digit numbers. So one more is there for the 4-digit numbers. So you have subtract 3653 from 5000. You have to subtract 3653 from 5000. So you mark ones, tens, 100,000 and you write 5000 in the above and you subtract 3653. Now you will subtract ones. We have 0 in the ones. We have 0 in the tens. We have 0 in the 100 place also. So from where we will borrow? We will borrow from the 1000. We will borrow 1000 from the 1000 place. Now when we have borrowed, we have 1000 in the 100 place, from which we have borrowed 100 to the tens place and 1 tens to the ones place. You are understanding? You will borrow, ones will go to the tens place and say I want 1 tens. Tens will say I don't have 1 tens. Then tens will go to 100. He will ask give me 100, I want to give to ones. 100 will say I don't have money. Then he will go to 1000. He will say give me 1000, I want to give to ones. So what happens? 1000 is given, so 5 becomes 4. 1000 when given, so 0 plus 10 becomes 10. Now he can give 1 tens, 100. So 0 plus 100 becomes 10. Now tens can give to ones. 10 will give to ones, that 0 plus 10 becomes 10. Now you can subtract 10 minus 3, it becomes 7. See here, you will understand. 5 gave 1000 to 100. So here it become 10. Next step, 10 gave 100 to tens. So 10 becomes 9 and tens become 10. Okay. Now in the third step, tens will give 1 tens to ones place. So 10 becomes 9 and ones become 10. Now you will subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 6 is 3 and 4 minus 3 is 1. You understood? Once again you understand. 1000 gave 1000 to 100. So 5 becomes 4. He gave 1000. So 5000 minus 1000 becomes 4000. As he gave 1000, 100 becomes 1000. Now in the next step, 100 will give 100 to tens place. So when 1000 it had 1000 minus 100 becomes 900. Now he will give, so tens become 10 tens. In the third step, tens will give to ones. So 10 tens minus 1 tens becomes 9 tens. And then when he will give to the ones place, ones becomes 10 ones. So now you can subtract. Here, this will give to this. In the next step, this will give to this. In the third step, this will give to this. Now you can subtract. And what they will give? Always give 10. Okay. 10. 10. So whatever number is there, you add 10 with it. Clear? And don't forget to cancel the number given. Because when you will give, you will cancel, it becomes 9. 10 becomes 9. If you have 10 rupees and you give 1 rupee, that becomes 9 now. So you have to write 9 over here. Don't make mistake. This is very important. Understand it again and again. And if you have any problem, do ask me. Till then, bye-bye, take care and practice more.